Welcome back, everybody, to What's Old is New again.
What's our schedule exactly?
I don't,
It's Brad and I used to record this podcast at exactly the same time every day. And I to be fair, I'm the one who screwed this up. I asked him if he wouldn't mind
mm-hmm.
doing it. I think I said at 9 o'clock in the morning each day, and he said I don't mind. Brad's always very good about this, actually, but he said I have meetings on certain days, and
Yep.
so we kind of do it at like a different time every day. So Monday, Tuesday, I think it's like roughly 9:30.
Well, Monday I have a meeting at 9, and then
Yeah.
so it's roughly 9:30, and then the
No,
problem
Tuesday
is
gets
that
here.
we trained our company to never schedule a meeting at 11, and so
Right. We need to work on that. But
yeah, that's gonna be that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Things that are fun, Paul, is on Monday I wrote about Lockhart probably not being dead, and then yesterday everybody piled on.
yeah, and gave you credit for it, right?
Yeah. Now, to be fair, maybe I probably should have like shouted it from the rooftops. I just kind of wrote it like there was the PS5 dev kit, and I just kind of was like, hey, I don't know if Lockhart's dead. And then
Well, but to be fair, though, you were the one months ago who said
I wrote about it in
this thing's-
2018.
Yeah, you wrote about this a long time ago. And then what happened was when Microsoft kind of finally went public with their plans for Scarlet,
Mm-hmm.
I think they said it publicly. I think they basically said, no, we're only releasing one.
Yep.
And your take at the time was, well, yeah, but you were you were working on two.
Yep.
So if that changed, then it changed. But
Yeah.
it's one of those tough things, you get in a position, not you, anyone who writes stuff like this, like, because people will come back and say, you said that,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. It
Anyway,
was
it turns
also
out, they are
like
working on two.
19 months before launch or something. Like these things are going to change, and they could still like kill this thing before they go to market. Nothing's official until you can go into Best Buy and grab it off
Right.
the shelf and walk out with it.
I
Like
don't know, Brad. I mean, I feel like Surface Mini was pretty official.
that thing was literally on trucks, like
Yep.
careening towards Microsoft stores when they said, "Nah, hit that roundabout and come back."
Yep.
So, anyways, it's still there. We'll see. Well, I suspect like April, May, we'll probably get some sort of Microsoft event. I bet probably right before E3, like they've done historically.
I think you're right.
So, yep, that's the big one. Well, then there's Halo Reach, which is sort of available if you can download it. Some people have had issues.
No, it is literally available.
Well, I know, but
It's-
some people have had issues downloading it. But
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. And of course, if you're interested in playing all of the Master Chief collection on
Mhm.
PC, you've got a little bit of a weight ahead of you because this is the first of 6 titles or 7, whatever it is.
yeah,
I assume they're not going to take this much time. Like, that this one informs the other ones,
Mhm.
and hopefully they were doing them in tandem or something. I don't know. But on this schedule, we'll see the final game released in 2027 or whatever.
because didn't they announce this in June?
It might have been earlier than June, but yeah, certainly by June. I think it might have been March even, but it was a while back. That's a lot of time. I mean, I know we're porting it's a
Mhm.
major video game. I don't know. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I'm yeah.
good.
The
It has
other thing too
rejuvenated
is
my excitement in Halo.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. By the way, I got involved in that tech alpha, and they sent out an email yesterday that they'll start sending out download links. They're rolling it out to people in the tech alpha, but I should have hopefully a copy of it by the end of next week at the latest.
Well,
I'm pretty pumped for that.
yeah,
I
yeah. I mean,
wish-
it's not my kind of a game, but I certainly understand the appeal of it. I mean,
yeah.
especially these days with you can have totally realistic environments and.
It's gonna be that'll be interesting. And then let's see, focus mode comes out of beta on Android. If you've been holding off on not using it because of that,
Yeah. If you have a new phone that comes with Android 9 or 10, you're just going to get it. It's part of the digital well-being stuff. If your phone was older than that, you probably won't get it. But some people are getting it. I think that certainly older Pixels are getting it. But yeah, I do this manually when I go to the gym. What happens is, like I get a Skype thing, and then I get another Skype thing, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go into Do Not Disturb mode.
yeah,
Because it's just like, I understand the appeal of it. Sometimes you literally want to just focus.
yeah, you just want it We want it all gone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no.
Sounds like a suicide hotline. Sometimes you just, yeah. Sorry.
Yep, we got that analogy.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to think. There's no major Brad Vila updates. I did continue to work on the
Yep.
once this ladder structure around the venting and all that stuff is going to be the death of me, and I am praying that I'm done with it by Friday because I'm sick and tired of working on it. Like I had it mostly all done, and then it was off kilter a little bit, so now I'm like going back and fixing it because I want it to be right. I could just be lazy. Like if I didn't care that it needed to be square and plumb, like I would just be done. Like I would be like, that's gonna. But
see, I would also care, but I would be aware of my own limitations, and then I would just give up.
yeah, well, see, this is a real easy fix. What I need to do is so there's effectively 4 runs. So 4 straight lines of wood that is hanging from my ceiling, drop down like 16 and a half inches. One of them is like 16 and 3/4. So I just need to unscrew it, hike it up a quarter inch, and then rescrew it. Like it's not hard, but it's just more of
it's time and effort and a pain in the ass, and it's something you in your head was done.
Yes.
And there's nothing worse than the mental, rejiggering you have to do to like redo something you already did.
Yep. That is exactly it. But I'm feeling pretty confident that will hopefully be the final-ish major change, and then I got to try to put some doors in maybe this weekend. We'll see if that happens.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never put a door in, so we'll find out. Chip, chip, chiroo.
I must have told you the story about my daughter's love seat that she bought. I must have told you this. This is nuts. So it was a couple weeks ago, but my daughter decided to move her desk into this room that's next to her bedroom, and then this opened up a space in her bedroom, and she was like, I want to get a love seat so I can like kind of hang out down here and read and stuff. And like, okay, how are you going to pay for that? And it's like, and then Stephanie said, well, my wife, get one on Craigslist or something. Mm-hmm. So they actually found a love seat for free.
Wow.
And she's like, and I'm like, well, I don't understand why you're doing this. And she's like, it's free. And I'm like, it's not free. How are you going to get it home? She's like, I'm going to rent a truck. And I'm like, it's not free. It's not free. But whatever. Okay, fine. Rent a truck. So they go get this love seat. They get it home. And of course, I'm the only guy in the house. So it's like, obviously, I'm gonna be the main person bringing this thing into the house. And so I look at it and I'm like, I don't think that's going to fit through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, it has to fit through. We've moved all kinds of furniture through the door, I'm like, okay, so we brought it to the back door, which is bigger, and it did just barely fit through. We maneuvered it to the door to her room, which is down some stairs. And then, like, it's not going to fit through the door. It's not going to fit. I'm like, you got to go grab a tape measure. And so while they're doing that, I'm looking at it, and you can picture like a love seat. It has like 4 wooden, feet.
Yeah.
They are permanently connected to it. It's not, you can't screw them off.
Yep.
And I'm like, yep, this isn't going to work. And it was a Monday because it was like my daughter was home from school for some reason, and I was working on that premium newsletter, and I'm like, I got to get this done. Stephanie, not my wife, Stephanie from work was sending edits and everything, and I'm like, I got to finish this thing. I'm like, so we do the measuring and everything. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to fit. It's not going to fit. So we tried it anyway. You kind of do the angle wedge thing and I'm like, all right, listen to me. Go find a saw, get a tape, get a ruler and a pencil, and mark off 6 inches on each one of these things. Do not cut it. I will do that. And I went and finished the work thing, and I come back and they're all ready. And I took the saw out and I sawed the feet off of each one of those things, and it just barely made it through the door. We got it down there, and and now this thing is sitting on the floor. It looks ridiculous, and she should just get some stone, pavers or something to put under there, just to kind of raise it up off the ground. But that was the free love seat. Yeah, so I paid for that. Basically, I was just against this from like the first moment I heard it. I was like, this makes no sense. And now there's like a footless love seat laying on the carpet downstairs. Unbelievable.
It's we'll end on this low note. Not really, but so similar situation across. I'm going to point at it, but nobody will have any idea what I'm pointing at.
Sure.
We're building a wall which will close off the laundry area. So it's going to be like laundry and storage. Like we have like metal shelving, and there's laundry, and there's going to be a 90-degree wall, and it closes the whole section off. And what my wife wanted were double doors that you open up, and so it's like a really wide entrance. And so they sell
Like
pre-hung
folding doors, like kind of like accordion out a little bit.
no. Like
actual
two,
doors?
like think almost like French doors,
French
like
doors, okay.
interior
Yep.
French doors. They're not gonna have glass or anything in them, but just two doors that open up, and so it's a big wide area to walk into. And so they sell pre-hung double doors like that. And I was all ready to go buy one until I looked at my steps. I was like, they're not gonna fit down that.
Oh, interesting, because it's one big piece.
It's one giant piece, and this is a house built in 56, I think.
Yeah. How do you feel about sliding doors?
Well, it will fit a single pre-hung door, no problem. And so,
Well, of course, but so you just gotta have a door.
yeah. So that's, I was like, I thought my wife was going to be devastated. She's like, okay. I'm like, well, then why was I going to do the double hung? That was going to be twice the work anyways. So what we're going to do is go find the widest single pre-hung door, which I think is like 36 inches, which is a pretty wide door, at least for our house. And so, yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyways, there you go. I almost bought this thing, drug it home, and then realized I couldn't get it in my basement.
Yes, or as I now call that, pulling a Stephanie.
Yes, but I can't saw the feet off of a pre-hung door because that's a bit of a problem.
No, you'd have to bring that back, and then obviously French doors come in pieces. Like you could just buy you could do that kind of thing, but then you'd have to frame it.
Yeah, no.
You'd have to do the whole.
This is a basement. I'm not putting the nicest doors in our house.
Yeah,
into the laundry room.
Sure.
So
it's like lights come on automatically, music starts playing.
just a little
place-
ambiance. There's
Sense of serenity.
a little water garden in the corner.
Right, the brook starts bubbling. It's nice.
I could put a fireplace down there, but it's already vented. So,
Okay.
anyways, all right. You got anything else for today?
No, not that I can discuss yet, but no.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right, folks. Well, it is Thursday, which means tomorrow is Friday, as long as the calendar and the comet doesn't hit the Earth. We should be doing this tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find all that information on Thurrott.com or YouTube, I think, .com/Thurrott. If not, whatever. It's on the tubes. We'll catch you tomorrow.